Hello and welcome to the London Club, where today we're out testing Titleist's new 716 range of irons. And I've got in my hands here the new CB model. Now, before I go through any testing, I just want to give you a little bit of an idea about where these fit in within the current range. So at the more game improver end of the scale, you have AP1, which is designed to offer people real distance through the set, but also a really important level of forgiveness. Then as you work down, you go AP2, that's forged and designed to offer a great feel, but also a crucial element of forgiveness. Then comes the CB, which is less forgiveness than the AP2, but great feel, fantastic distance control. And then down into the MB model, which is the Titleist's most traditional blade-like model, which is the ultimate in control, certainly a lot less forgiveness than you'll get elsewhere within the range. Now, Titleist have introduced some crucial new technologies throughout the range, and in the CB model they've been designed to make this much more forgiving than the previous generation. Crucially, they've introduced tungsten, two tungsten weights, one in the toe, one in the heel, and essentially tungsten is used as opposed to steel because it's higher in density, and it allows the technicians to position more weight in the heel and toe, making it more forgiving, increasing the MOI. And actually what they've been able to do with the new CB version is make this exactly the same forgiveness as you would have expected in the previous generation AP2. So whilst you're looking down at a head that's slightly thinner top line, a thinner profile, thinner sole, it actually has the same forgiveness properties as the previous generation AP2. So they've worked really hard to make this head more playable for more golfers. So I'm here at the London Club. We've got the GC2 launch monitor. Unfortunately, it's not quite in the right spec for me, but I'm going to hit a few shots just to see how the feel, how the consistency compares, and see what the performance is like. So I've had the chance to have a really good test of the new 716 CB irons. The first thing I'll say is that what Titleist have done really well is that they've created something that looks absolutely superb at address. It's very traditional, it's very classic looking down on at the ball, but there's no doubt that the two tungsten weights that they've introduced here and the co-forging process that they've used to put them in there and place them in there in a very specific area have made these more forgiving than the previous generation. Those little shots that you hit slightly out of the heel, slightly out of the toe, you'll notice that you get a little bit more distance out of that. Certainly with the GC2 that I had down, even though the spec was wrong for me, what I did notice was that the consistency of the numbers was good, even though the specification of the shaft wasn't quite right. That just goes to show that the work they've done within the head works really well. Now the other point I'll make is about the sole. Now the sole of the iron is very thin, and what they've Titleist described as pre-worn the leading edge. So they've taken a little bit off the leading edge, a little bit off the trailing edge, and what that does is it helps the club get through the turf that little bit better. If you are somebody that's in the market for a set of irons with some forgiveness in there, but really want something with ultimate feel, ultimate ball flight control, you certainly won't be disappointed if you put the new CB into play. Now with the steel shaft, the dynamic gold AMT shaft that Titleist are offering with this is 117 per iron. With the graphite shaft that they offer is 133. So they certainly sit at the premium end of the market, but as you can see, with the new construction of the CB model, there's plenty of performance in there for the mid to low handicapper if you're looking for that bit more consistency with your ball striking and very, very good control with the flight and distance. Very good from Titleist.